Hey guys, Piglet update 2025. I think it's my first official pig long video that I'm going to talk to you all about our pigs, what we're doing here on the homestead, who this stud muffin is right here. That's right there. That is Wilbur, who apparently likes to sleep a lot. He moved on to the homestead very recently. We had to get rid of Big Poppy. So what the goal is with all of this is that we have our Blondie. If you've seen any of my videos, Blondie is in always all the videos. She likes belly rubs. We really like her. My husband especially has been attached to her very much. We want to breed her. That's kind of what that's what we call ourselves, the accidental pig farmers. We did not know we were getting into this breeding thing at all, but here we are breeding pigs, making soap from them, enjoying bacon from them, growing and just being with them, giving them the 2.5 acres to go ahead and root and toot. It's fabulous. So we couldn't keep Big Poppy, so he went on to not a greener pasture, don't worry. He actually went on to another farm for smaller pigs because he just wasn't tall enough, to do some things with Blondie. So we had to have him move on. You can't just have him around. So then we've got enter Wilbur to the farm. So that's Wilbur, stud muffin back there in the love shack. So we just got him. We'll make sure that he is disease free, whatever you want. I don't have no idea, but we're kind of keeping him in quarantine. Plus he's a male. He will either breed all the little baby pigs. Well, they're not babies, they're 8 months, years old. But that would not be good. We don't want that many piglets. Let's not be that crazy. But so we'll make sure he's good to go. And then when Blondie goes in heat again, we'll go ahead and kind of introduce them. And hopefully they hit it off and it'll be much better. And then have baby piglets. They take, so if it works out, it takes 3 months, 3 weeks, and 3 days for a gestational period for a pig. Isn't that the weirdest thing? So maybe August, September, we'll have baby piglets, which are one of my favorite things to have and experience. And everyone should just come and see, and if you can, hold a little squealer. They're so cute. If you can get them, and some of them are more friendly than that. We'll see how she acts as a mom. She's super friendly, right? She likes to cuddle. We'll see how she acts as a mom, and hopefully we can get in and cuddle her babies as well because it's so fun. So yeah, so we started being accidental pig farmers several years back. So we were just buying heritage breed pigs and bringing them out here when they were 3-4 months, I think, old. We would bring them in the spring, and then we'll go ahead and raise them up organically until late fall usually. And then we would go ahead and we started actually trying to haul them off to go, for the butchering process and stuff like that. And then now we have recently found a butcher that will come here and do half the process here and then finish all the packaging and cutting and like that at their place there because they have the refrigeration. But it's so much less stressful on us, so much less stressful on the animals when they can just stay. They don't have to be trailered. They don't have to go through kind of all that kind of scary cortisol raising issue, right? We can just go ahead and have that happen here because we do eat meat. That's what we do. So I should have put that as a warning on this video. Warning, I'm going to talk about eating the animals. But we also raise them so humanely and so nicely and so caring. We always welcome anybody to come, not anybody, just because you're on YouTube doesn't mean you come, but a local area to come and check out what we've got going on here. We like to show people and to teach people and, all that kind of good stuff. So a couple years into doing the spring to fall situation, I'll link to this video. One of the piglets came and she was already pregnant and we didn't know. The boys were supposed to be castrated, and apparently somebody got loose or missed a situation. I have no idea. So she came here and we didn't know she was pregnant at all. I came out here in the morning and all the little piglets were already passed away. Hey Wilbur, hey buddy. That's his little wallow. Apparently he drinks out of it. And so that was devastating. I did a video. I think I was basically crying on the video. It was very hard, to see that and to be prepared and not to even know that it was coming and nothing we could do about it. So it's really hard to accept though. So then the next year it happened again. So we're like, what's going on? And that would be Blondie's mom. Now, she had, I think, 5 piglets. I'd have to double check this a couple years ago. I think she had 5 piglets. And we could tell that we kind of was like, oh, I think we know what's going on here. She's pregnant. We, of course, they had them here. They were all so friendly and so nice. We kept Blondie because she would be the one that would want to cuddle with you and stuff like that. I mean, you can't keep all these pigs. You do have to think about the cost. We do everything organically, so the feed is a little, it's expensive, right? So you gotta weigh those pros and cons. And so we sell some, we eat some, and we kept Blondie. So that's how we became the accidental pig farmers, because it was really on accident, right? They showed up pregnant and they weren't supposed to. But it's been a really great thing for us. God must have knew some things that we would really, my husband really, really enjoys this. He really loves being able to raise animals in general. And he does become attached to them. But we also have a mindset where we know why they're here and the purpose that they're here. So we have been breeding them. So we wanted to we wanted to get coonies. We basically rescued these pigs. They were probably not cooney at all. I think there is some cooney. There's some potbelly, some cooney, some Juliana. Who knows what else? They're definitely a mix. We rescued them. And we raised them here. We want something smaller. So like the heritage pig, he's an Idaho pasture pig. So he's like in the middle. Blondie is like a traditional heritage pig. They have a really long snout. That means that they can root the heck out of things like bulldozers, excavators, whatever you want to call them. They are fabulous if you really want to tear up some stuff. The Idaho pasture ones and the coonies, they have a very smaller nose, especially the coonies. They look like bats, like somebody smashed them. They don't really excavate. They just kind of surface eat. And I mean, they do take the layers off. It's not like they're going to leave grass or anything like that. But so it kind of a little hint on maybe the pig or the area that you have. What do you want them to do? Demolition derby it, or just kind of graze? So that's why we wanted the coonies to kind of get out from the root and from the big roots to go ahead and just try the pasture type of pigs. So, but they weren't coonies. But we ended up getting 5 or 6 of those and two dudes, and we had a boatload of piglets. And we still have some of their piglets here. We sold a lot of them. I think most of them actually were sold for pets. So some of you people will be very happy for that. And some people keep them in their houses and they send pictures and they're trying to train them. It's hilarious. I love it though. Because they're a much smaller pig than this Mamba Jamba here, or like Blondie. She's a very large pig. But those smaller ones that are like a Juliana are much smaller. So they make really good pets. So we were debating, do we keep going with those? We actually, since they're smaller, we harvest and butcher and everything here on the homestead with those ones because it's much more physically manageable and stuff like that. And they, for lack of decorum, taste very well. And they taste like the other pasture-raised organic pigs that we do here. So that we're very thankful for that. So we still have a lot of those guys, but we do like breeding as well. Wilbur's like, what? You hear him? That big old butt. So we have those pigs still. And then, the saga continues. I'm all over the place with this pig thing. But it's not like you need to keep up the lineage, right? So then we wanted to get from someone a different pig to breed Blondie, another like a bigger pig. And they're the red ones. I think they're red wattles. Oh, I can't remember. Oh my gosh, too many pigs. My husband is so much better at this stuff. And my kids, they all remember all their names and all their things. And I'm like, I'm just going to go in my garden. But so his name was going to be Prince Harry because he's red. Prince Harry showed up and it happened to be Princess. So we're like, Princess Harriet. Great. That kind of thwarted our plans because that was actually several months ago. We wanted to have Blondie bred and basically having piglets around now. When the weather starts to change, everything got pushed back, which is it's frustrating, but it is what it is, right? So we have Red. She's in the front. She does not get along with Blondie, so we've had to separate them. Very pig drama. Lots of pig drama going on around here. So she's up there. She's there. We decided that we are not going to breed Princess Harriet. Well, we just call her Red now. We don't want that type of big pig, and we really like, again, we're emotionally attached to Blondie, and I think she's going to make really good. She's a really good lard pig. She's not overly huge, but there's going to be a good amount of meat. And then that's kind of bringing us up to, okay, Big Poppy didn't work out. And then we introduced Wilbur and stuff like that. So can you see how just getting a pig spirals into everything else? And then now I make the piggy soap with our own pigs that are here, that are bred and raised and then harvested and everything else here on the homestead, where I can render the lard and makes that absolutely incredibly clean, rich lather soap that is the best. I have had the best reviews, so I'll link a link to my Etsy shop for that, for those if you'd like to try those out. Yeah, so I think I caught you up on the pigs. Oops, I hope I didn't mess up my sound with that. Apologize. Yeah, so that's the pig drama. That's from the Accidental Pig Farmers, but we enjoy it and we love it. So thanks for listening. Hope you maybe you learned something. What kind of, if you, I would love it if you could like, comment, and subscribe. Every time somebody comments on one of these videos, it kind of tells the algorithm like, hey, that's cool stuff. So if you thought this was cool, I would love the support. That's how you can support me, just by commenting and sharing these videos. Did you learn anything? Do you like bacon? Drop a bacon emoji. Do you want to raise your own pigs? Do you already? And what's your favorite breed? Tell me about it. Introduce yourself and tell me who you are. I talk a lot. I like to hear from you as well. So thanks for being with me here for Food Prude. Laura Lawrence up here in Northern Michigan, Accidental Pig Farmers, and Wilbur's debut. Can you say bye, Wilbur? Oh no, Charlotte's gonna weave the words bye. We'll come back. It'll be bye. I'm just kidding. Bye, Wilbur.